This video will cover how to make selections in Photoshop. So create a new file in Photoshop. It can be any size you want. I'll show you here how I'm making a file size with the correct type of dimensions. Hit create, and there we go. You want to make sure you have your navigator and your layer palette here. If you don't have them up, you can click over here and make sure they're checked off. Next thing is you can name any layer you want, whatever you want, and make sure you uncheck the lock icon. That's your move tool. That's how you make sure you have control to make an image larger or smaller, and you have your some selection tools we'll go over in a second. All right. What you want to do is you can drop images into Photoshop so they're on separate files. That way you'll be able to copy and paste them quite easily. Again, unlock those. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick the square selection tool where you can basically create a box around anywhere you want to select. You can hit copy, and then you hit paste into the new file. You can then stretch it and fit it wherever you want. By hitting the return key, it looks less pixelated and is sharpened. You can see a new layer appeared on your layer palette. Next type of thing we can do is hit deselect, and I'm going to pick the regular lasso tool. This is a free-form cutout. Makes a selection, edit, copy, same type of thing, and you paste it, and then you can resize it. And again, it creates a new layer for itself. Pretty simple so far. So the next thing is we're going to go back. We're going to try a different selection. We're going to deselect. If we want to select a whole piece, we can. You can just select all. But I'm going to use the polygonal selection tool. Maybe I want to paste it in that shape. I go to paste in, and now when I stretch the image, that special paste maneuver allows it to only fit in that shape I created. This could be good for shattered glass kind of looks. Same thing would work if I made a square selection and I wanted to copy that and paste it again. It would only fit in that designated space I gave it. And I can stretch the image to fit whatever crop I want to, which is really nice. So you can free-formly float it around inside that. I can shut things off by closing off the eye on the layer palette, or I literally can click and drag them into the trash can icon there to completely get rid of the layers. Now let's try something a little different. I'm going to copy and paste my whole image into this document, and I'm going to stretch it to fit. Maybe I want that to be the overarching background piece. I'm now going to pick my rectangular selection tool, and I'm going to select a strip that I want to copy, like that. Go to Edit, Copy, and then I'm going to paste it. A new layer appears. I can now use the Move tool to drag that selection. I can make any size I want, but I'm going to keep it to that same exact look. If I drag it to new layer right there, I can create a duplicate of that copy. I'm going to slide another one to the left. I'm now going to create a box around just the eye, copy that, and paste it. I'm going to move it over here, stretch it. You can see that it's going behind those other two layers because it's layered that way, to overlap that way. Great for collaging. I'm going to set that up. Next thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to pick my eraser tool, and I'm going to fade away and erase some parts. I can make my eraser larger or smaller like that by clicking on there and bring the hardness down. Opacity, if I bring it down to 20%, I only erase 20% away at a time, and I can feather away the bottom of that eye image and the top of it, so I let the image from behind come through, and I thought that would look a little cooler. Hope that helped.